Welcome back to T Squared on the road. Today we've got Raj Sareen. Raj, old buddy, we go back, how many years now?
At least 6 years, I think.
Yeah, 6 years in the early days of body scanning technology.
That's right.
And I think today what we wanted to explore is the history of it. Why was there a need for body scanning technology? And some of those early pioneers in there, how did they approach it, and what were some of the lessons learned?
Sure.
I think we want to probably start there. And then we'll take a look at kind of where it's being applied today in other verticals. And probably also take a look at how the apparel industry, my favorite, my home, can get out of its own way so they can facilitate and embrace technology a little more than they have been. So Raj, we were talking about why the original applications weren't successful,
right?
And you indicated they weren't as sticky as they could have been,
right?
What is it today in terms of applying it differently that's going to engage the customer more and have that stickier experience?
Yeah, it's amazing today. I mean, retailers are obviously facing a lot of friction around how to remain competitive inside their stores with increasing competition from Amazon and whatnot. Now Amazon getting into brick and mortar, right, with the acquisition of Whole Foods, you're seeing immediately key stakeholders in these retailers really start to panic. And how can we? Everything about retail today is about building a great experience. And I think the body scanning experiences that have been built thus far have been around a great experience around size and fit recommendation, but it hasn't worked. I think the difference today is that you could take an approach around health and wellness. If you can build an experience around, hey, come, especially like sportswear or athleisure or anybody that's doing any kind of products around health and wellness, hey, come into our store and we're going to measure your body fat, and then come in again and we'll show you how your body fat's changed, right? Or you're in the store and you can say, hey, guess what? We can do a free health assessment for you while you're in the store, or you can even create challenges for the community around you. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a stickier experience. Mm-hmm. They're going to come back into the store to the scan, and they're going to walk by your product. And oh, by the way, based on your scan, you're this size, you're that size, or what have you.
I love that. No, you're not only getting them back in the store, you may be rewarding them with now a smaller size that they may have had. And this whole store experience, a lot of it's about that community aspect too. So I love this idea on the challenge.
Yeah, don't lead with here's your size and here's your fit. Lead with, hey, this is a great technology to help educate you about your body.
And we care about you.
That's right, 100%.
So you have a chance to really engage your customer on this one.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, first of all, they're gonna see themselves in a way they've never seen themselves. Nobody has a 3D digital version of themselves. To see yourself in 3D, most people, doesn't matter how great shape you're in, don't like to see themselves in 3D because they'll instantly see a flaw in their body, something they don't like. Even a bodybuilder will see an asymmetry in their body and say, yeah, that's something I need to work on.
Yeah, David Spade always said, make sure that you never look in the mirror sideways. That doesn't matter how good you think you look. That's a killer. So Raj, let's try to kind of bring it home on this. I'm always trying to help out the retailers in the apparel industry. And what is it now with kind of what's been learned in the space that can help facilitate this for retailers and apparel people, so this can now take it to the next level?
Well, there's a couple ways. I mean, ultimately, the friction around sizing is really a friction around not knowing people's true body shapes. Retailers don't have access to that kind of information, whether they try to get it in a store or whether they try to buy that data, through some vendor out there. They just don't have it today, and so they're relying on really kind of old ideas of what people's body shapes really are. And so we're now focusing on solving that problem, right? Is digitizing the human race, really, right? And one of the applications of that is being able to provide this real-time data to apparels in a couple of ways. Every 2 minutes somewhere in the world currently today, as of 2017 or mid-2017, somebody in the world every 2 minutes is getting a Styku body scan. So we're doing about 600 scans a day, right? In the last 18 months, we've done about 160,000 scans. There's probably more than any body scanning company, outside of airport security. today. So what's interesting about that is that as we continue to scale, is we could start to partner up with retailers and provide them an access through an API to our customers' data, so long as our customers approve of that,
Sure.
right? So that if you're on a shopping center, you're on a web portal, like you're on an e-commerce site, like brandx.com, you would see that you could log into your Styku account and be able to provide your measurements to BrandX, and then they can make the appropriate recommendations. And BrandX could also be a made-to-measure company, so they may just take those measurements and actually make you custom
directly apply it.
When you get into more numbers, you're going to get into some of those edge cases a little bit better. I think the U.S. population is on average overweight, right, and increasingly moving towards obese. So that's the most interesting population, is sort of the plus size as it translates into apparel.
Yes.
The plus size market is also one of the most underrepresented markets
Always
in the
has
apparel
been.
industry. So, if there are any innovators out there, listening today, right, you really want to be disruptive in the apparel space, start looking at the plus size market and start working with body scanning companies and what have they learned about those plus size body shapes.
Fantastic. I love it. Raj, always a pleasure.
You bet.
Thank you.